You're back with us, JD and Dilly from the RedFM Breakfast Show in Studio V, and we've got the two cast members of Mamma Mia the musical, Miria and Leigh. Hey!
Hey. Now before this, we were talking a bit about the weather and the food. How's the weather been so far?
Well, as you can see from my nose, I'm slightly burnt. It's a lot stronger than we
Yeah, but you're glowing though.
It's a great
that's a way of saying you're
Yeah,
burnt.
you're glowing.
Yeah. It's absolutely wonderful.
It's
Not too
amazing,
hot at all. It's perfect.
Food though?
Food-wise?
It's amazing. The food is amazing.
But you're used to the food.
I am used to the food,
Right.
but it's the best food. It's the best food. In English, Chinese food in England is absolute rubbish compared to this.
Crap.
This is
I think Chinese food anywhere
Rubbish.
else other than where
Here.
the Chinese live.
Here is a. But the Chinese live in England, but they unfortunately bend to what the English want, which is gloopy, horrible prawn balls. Who has prawn balls?
I don't know. Not me.
After a long day at work, maybe, but you don't want to eat. Anyway, it's just not great.
How do the other cast members feel about the food here? I mean, especially if it's their first time.
Yeah, they love it. Unfortunately, there's been some, obviously the bacteria is different here, so
Yeah.
there's been some upset stomachs, understandably, but they love the food and they refuse to stop eating it, so we'll
But
all
to
try
perform,
and
even if you're having a bad day, you still perform, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, well, it depends.
It depends if it gets as bad as some days, like
Yes.
we had last week. Leigh had to unfortunately be off. We do have covers that go on,
Yeah.
understudies that I've trained
Yeah.
for that purpose.
Yes, that's right. There was a lady called Julia Riley in the show, and she played Rosie for 3 shows because I had laryngitis.
So she
and
covered
Miria,
for you, basically.
Sorry?
She covered for you.
She did, yeah, and she went on at a moment's notice, literally. So
first
you know,
time,
I mean,
so she
bless her
did so
heart, she
well.
had no time, and she just did it.
It's
So
amazing.
it's amazing, absolutely. And so and Miria has a great cover. Everybody's got people. If you're ill, you've got somebody to
What's
cover you.
that? Swing, right? That's the
Yes,
term,
I
right?
was
Yes.
actually backstage
Yes.
and I met one of your cast members who said that she was a swing. So
Yes.
what is a swing? Maybe
We've
explain
got 5 swings and they literally are on standby all the time and they learn about 7 tracks each, which is incredibly hard and I don't know how they do
Yeah.
it. But they're there in case somebody goes off, they're ready to go on. It's incredible. What
There's
a
a lot
job.
of ensemble members, so they have to cover
All the dance
7
tracks.
different people.
that. Oh my God.
Different harmonies, different choreography.
So they know the whole show, basically.
They do the whole show, yeah.
They've got it harder then.
Yeah.
And
They've
you've got it
got-
easy.
We've got it easy peasy. We are so looked after. I mean,
We feel
I mean,
very
it is a responsibility, and you have to be of a certain standard, of course. So in that respect, you have to be on good form every time you do it.
Yeah.
But with regards to the amount of work that we have to do and the amount of fiddling about that we have to do, no, we got it easy.
Actually, could you tell us about your auditions? Miria,
How was it?
what was your audition like?
To get the job, yeah.
Funnily enough, 3 years ago, I auditioned for this and did 7 stages of the auditions and got down to the last 2 for Sophie, but didn't get it, and it was gutting. It was my first audition after drama school, and I thought, that's it, I'll never do Mamma Mia. And then they came to see me about 3 months ago in a show I was doing in England, the producers and the casting directors, and they said, do you want to come in and have an audition? And I was like, yeah, and they gave me some material, and I did about 15 minutes, and the same day they rang and said, you've got the job, and I couldn't believe
Oh my
it.
God,
Wow.
that's amazing.
Yes.
And word has it that she's the best Sophie they've ever had.
Oh,
I believe that. I saw her in action. I believe
You
it.
see?
I'm definitely going to go for this show. I'm definitely going to go for this
you
show.
should.
What
And
about
how
you,
was
Leigh?
it?
Yeah.
My audition was, I had a few auditions and then I didn't hear anything for ages and thought I haven't got it. And then I got a call to say come back in again. The next day I got the job so in the week after I was starting. So it was all right. But that's the nature of, that's the way it is. That's just the way it is.
What's it like, the first ever performance for you? I mean,
Well,
Yes.
I mean, I was terrified because even though this is what we do, it's still terrifying because you've got to get it right.
Yeah.
People are paying. This isn't amateur dramatics where
No, it's
a
Mamma
hobby.
Mia,
This is
biggest musical
professional.
in the
You know, you've got
world.
to be on the ball and you've got to be decent at what you do, decent and
because you're going to be
better than.
compared to the Rosies and the Sophies before.
Oh my
you.
God,
And in
that's
the
a huge
film,
insecurity. And you
it's-
imagine in the film Julie Walters, I'm playing the part that Julie Walters. Hello! I mean, the insecurity
The
is
icon.
enormous, enormous. I actually purposely haven't watched the film yet because I didn't want to watch it before we started running, whereas Miria has seen it.
Okay,
Yes, I have.
talking about a film. Let's just get to the
Good
movie,
segue,
Mamma
good
Mia.
segue.
Okay, yeah,
So
perfect.
you've seen the movie.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
Well, the thing is, I went to see the show in town before I saw the film.
Right.
So unfortunately for me, the film didn't match up to the stage version. I think it works as a stage show as
Yeah.
its best, definitely. Having said that, the film had a lot of lovely aspects to it. The scenery is incredible and they could do all that, which you obviously can't always do on stage.
Yeah.
And I think Meryl Streep for me was incredible. She was fantastic.
As
and
Donna.
Amazing Donna.
What's it?
Okay, no, yeah, okay, let's get to that. Okay, let's rate them, okay? I just want to rate them. Okay, how's your Sophie? How's your
Sophie, she's wonderful. She plays it very differently from me, though. She's very sweet.
And
kind of-
emotional, right?
Yeah.
This one's quite feisty.
I'm
which
a
is
bit
what
more
the part
feisty.
needs.
I mean, me and the Jackie, who plays my mother in the stage version, we're quite feisty women. And our relationship is not quite as you know, lovey-dovey as the film's relationship. And I think the tension is great for the show. It works for Slipping Through My Fingers, which is the second act.
Yes.
It's because, you know, obviously we don't share everything. She hasn't told me about my father's, and I've always asked her about it. So that tension, it needs to be there, you know. And in the film, I felt that they were also, you know, lovey-dovey.
Yeah, I feel that in the movie.
You know, and so that I lacked, and also she's lovely. Amanda, who plays her in the film, she's lovely. She's actually got a lovely singing voice, but she's a bit too sweet for my. Like, I think Sophie has to have balls.
Talking about singing. Talking about
Balls.
singing.
Talking of which, prawn balls.
Segue.
Yeah,
Segue.
talking about singing. What do you think of Pierce Brosnan? Yeah, I had to ask this. It's
Do you know what? When he opened his mouth for the first time, I think I just sank in the sofa. I couldn't believe it because it wasn't very
He's a
good.
good
Have you
actor.
seen it? Have you seen the film?
Yeah.
But in all honesty, he improves towards the end, and the last song he sings, which is not actually in the musical.
You're so politically correct, you know.
Sorry?
You're so politically correct. He does.
I
not.
am.
You should have seen what she was saying before we started.
Exactly. Exactly.
No, he improved towards the end. He really did, honestly. But at the beginning, you know, he's not a singer, is he? None of them are really singers, not trained
I
singers.
think in the film you can get away with it because it's not about singing, whereas on a stage you have to be able to.
They
you
expect
have to be able to, you know, sing a song because people are paying to see
The acting
the
was
ABBA
great.
musical. ABBA, it's I mean, ABBA is music.
Were you
it's
fans of
singing.
ABBA?
Very much. I grew up with ABBA.
Yes.
Very much so. My favourite song, ironically, isn't in this show, apart from a little bit of a humming of it. Had Fernando.
Oh, right,
She
yeah.
hums that a little bit, which is a shame.
Yeah.
But yes, I love ABBA. I mean, crikey, I don't know how you can't love ABBA. It doesn't pretend to be anything other than tacky music. It's fantastic music.
It's brilliant.
Great,
Miria,
great.
were
about
you
you?
familiar with?
Well, Finland, obviously being next to Sweden, massive fans of ABBA.
Yeah.
And I personally have been such a big fan that every Halloween, me and my sisters would dress up as ABBA. And I was always Björn.
Really?
I know they were. I had a beard and everything,
What?
and a tennis racket for a guitar, and we'd always sing Waterloo or something.
And we've actually got a recording of you doing that right now.
Your favorite song? Waterloo?
No, actually, Slipping Through My
Oh, I
Fingers.
love that one. I love
It's my
that one.
favourite song. I
Yeah.
always tear up.
I
love Under Attack as well. At the beginning of the second, I
It's
love
not
Under
so
Attack.
known.
I'm
Good
familiar
fun.
with that one, but I quite
Beginning of
enjoyed
the
it.
second act's all a bit
Yes,
surreal, but I love that song.
Brilliant.
Love
Doing
that
the
song.
They're just
Scene.
geniuses
Yes.
when it comes to making music.
Yeah, they are. Amazing.
So when it comes to actually being a part of the Mamma Mia musical, is it a prerequisite to actually be
No,
an ABBA
not
fan?
at all.
or
Yeah,
know
the form
Because
says, are you a fan of
ultimately,
ABBA?
we are hired to be performers, so you're acting. So if you are somebody that's hired to because you love the colour green, but you hate the colour green in real life, you've got to pretend that you love the colour green. That's what acting is all about.
Yeah, no, you're going to be going,
pretend.
Mamma Mia.
Wow.
You're going to have a
Yeah.
gnarly face and everything.
I don't think you would go for it if you hated it that
Yeah.
much. Do you know what I mean?
True.
I think you actually have it harder being on stage compared to being in the movie.
Oh,
you
God, yeah.
Really, not only do you have to be able to sing, you really have to be able to act.
And you have to have stamina to do this
Yes,
8 times a week or
hard,
more. It's like a workout every single time.
No.
Wow.
When you're singing and acting and dancing at the same time, it's like a workout.
I don't know how you do it.
Well, I mean, I've got my own medicine cabinet with me. I steam.
has,
No,
yeah.
I steam every night.
Yeah.
I take Barocca, vitamin C, vitamin B. I have a nose can. I clean my nose every night. It's insane what you have
Nice.
to do.
Yeah, I know. Perfect for TV. Yeah, I've got it in my head right now.
Good.
But it's hard, and you know, I can't go out at nights really because I lose my voice and I need to be on form. So it's hard. It's a job.
The thing is, you're away from home a lot.
Yeah.
And especially this time of year. I mean, it's a holiday season. What's it like spending like the holiday season away from home?
Well, I mean,
Performing, working.
I don't mind really because it is so lovely here. But we had a week off after Sweden, so I had a chance to go fly over to Finland. And my mother cooked the ham. We had a Christmas there. I opened the presents. We sang Christmas carols. I've had that now, so I don't feel necessarily like I'm missing out. I don't know how you feel.
No, I had a little mini Christmas with my mum and dad as well, which was gorgeous.
Right.
And I think, you know, as long as you speak to them on Christmas Day and they're in your hearts, it's fine. It's fine. And we'll see them. We've got a week off when we finish here, so we'll go home and snuggle up again.
Do you have any last messages to all our Malaysian fans here?
Oh, just thank you for being so
welcoming.
amazing and
So
welcoming.
welcoming.
We have loved it here, and I've never felt such welcoming people.
They're so
in my life.
the best hosts in the world.
Yeah,
the best
lovely
hosts.
hosts.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming here to Malaysia. Thank you for performing for us.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you for
us.
just loving the country as well. And
Thank you for supporting us so
And
much.
bringing Mamma Mia, I'm thrilled that I managed to catch it finally. So I was really because all the tickets were sold out. I was really worried
We were told actually that one of the reasons that we agreed to do this interview is because JD agreed to sing Mamma Mia on his own.
So here we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do that after the credits roll. And yes,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Right. Taxi.
But thank you so much, seriously.
Thank you very
so
much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.
And once again, thank you to the cast of Mamma Mia, Miria, as well as Leigh. This is JD.
And this is Dilly.
And we're from the Red FM Breakfast Show. And this has been Studio V.